There's a great passage in Hebrews that says, "Do not neglect to do good and to share what you have, for such sacrifices are pleasing to God."
Well, you know, I've been married 44 years, and we've always belonged to a church, and we've always felt, we've always been blessed by the Lord, and it's always been important for us to give back to the church, always to give, and to give freely, and to be happy about giving. Here at Galiliee, there's so many good reasons to give. If you're young, if you're old, if you're male, if you're female, there's something for everybody at this church. And so we just feel very strongly that we will continue to give and give to help this church continue to not only affect or impact the local community, but also abroad. I mean, this church touches globally. And, we look at the missions, all the wonderful things where people from this church go. And so it's important for this church to continue to thrive and to spread the word of the Lord.
I couldn't agree more. And I think you and I have the same feeling about giving to the church. I'm a member, and I believe membership carries responsibilities. And I think part of our responsibility to Galiliee is to make sure that this strong, vibrant church remains that way. And one of the ways we can do that is through signing a pledge card, making sure that our commitment to the church is actually on the books, on the record, so that those who are maintaining our monthly expenses and everything know exactly what they have to work with. I find that very important.
It kind of reminds me of I like the word to use for stewardship, intentional. And I'm reminded, for example, of the parable of the Good Samaritan. It's a wonderful story where, the Samaritan, helped a man that had been robbed on a path, and that person had been, there was a priest and someone else that had gone by, but the Samaritan was very intentional with helping that man that lay on the side of the road. And I look at stewardship in the same way, where that Samaritan not only bandaged that guy up and helped him with his wound, but he took him and put him in an inn, and he paid for the inn. And so I think about, what we should do as far as stewardship is concerned. And again, I go back to the word intentional, that we should be very intentional with understanding what we get from this church, what the church does for the community, and how important it is that, through our faith that we give.
Absolutely. Amen.